Good. Awesome. All right. So, welcome. Great. So, this class today, do I want to? I was wondering if I wanted to. I just realized I have the music still on. I'm gonna turn off as well. Cool. You know what? We'll tune in first, and then I'll go through what we're doing.
Okay.
Couldn't decide. All right. So, welcome. Just take a seat, and let's just begin by taking a breath in and out. It's connecting to the body, slowing down. I was kind of rushing to get started today. So if you were rushing here as well, let's just take a moment to land and to arrive here. I'll take a moment to connect into your body, just feel what it feels like to be sitting where you're sitting, maybe in easy pose or however you're sitting, hands resting in your lap or on your legs. Feeling into the base, the seat of your body, your seated position like this. Feeling into that whole wide base that is your legs, your sit bones, your hips. And then take a breath in through the nose, all the way down into the belly, letting the belly expand, filling up the lungs completely and fully. And at the top of the breath, holding for just a moment, and then breathing out slowly, emptying the lungs, using the belly to push all the air out. And then let's take our hands, rub them in front of the heart, and we're going to tune in. Taking a breath in and out, and then pressing the hands into one another, bring them to the sternum, the chest. Tuning in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times, followed by the Mangala Charan mantra, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, also 3 times. Do this to connect to the golden chain of teachers and practitioners of Kundalini Yoga, to bring them into this space and create this sacred space where we can get into contact with ourselves, with our highest selves, with the universal consciousness and that higher wisdom, where we can heal and open up to seeing the world and our lives and other people and other beings from a more expanded perspective. All right. Let's take a cleansing breath in And breathing out. And then let's breathe in to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Breathe in. Suspend the breath, imagining yourself in a ball of protective white light, allowing it to strengthen you and nourish you. And breathing out and relaxing the hands down. Okay. So today, this class is sort of themed around opening up to that divine wisdom, to the higher consciousness, to source, and then from that sort of opening the heart and connecting to our creativity, and sort of bringing in, like creativity, that creative force of the universe, which is the starter, the sort of like the feminine side of um, of the world, of ourselves, of our experience. So all that soft fluid, creation, like flow, inspiration, um, and all that kind of uh, nice and gooey um, stuff. Of course, feminine power can also be very um, fierce and a little bit, scary. If we think like Kali kind of vibes, which is like this yogic or Hindu goddess who like she like holds. I think she has like a necklace of like heads around her neck. And she's also the feminine um the feminine energy, so we can bring that in as well, which is just like to me like a sense of empowerment and just stability within yourself, especially as a woman. We're not always encouraged to be strong within ourselves, to be trusting ourselves and listening to our own deeper wisdom. Um, so, so that as well, bringing that into that vibe. So we're going to do a little warm up, and then we're going to do breath of fire with lion pause. We've done that one before in class. And breath of fire with lion pause is very powerful. It completely sort of like shifts your brain state and the electromagnetic field of the brain. And that sort of happens as you do the hand movement, because it activates sort of like the fingertips, which are all connected to the brain. So by doing this, we change the state of our brain and also our nervous system. And we're doing that with breath of fire, which also sort of it it enhances the functioning of the pituitary glands. That's the gland we have in the middle of our heads that's working with all our hormones. The pituitary gland is it's like the master gland because it deals with basically all the hormones that go through our body. Um, and it also stimulates the pineal gland, which is the God gland. It's the center of intuition and spirituality, to increase the radiance and subtle frequency of the brain's projection. So we're kind of doing a massive sort of like reset of our energetic mental state. And from that, it's a very powerful experience. And from that, we're going to move into a meditation using a very easy little like dance bit to a beautiful song with a mantra that we're going to be singing. So we're kind of like bringing all that power from breath of fire with lion paws, and then we're using that. The Waah Yantee mantra that we're going to be using is the mantra for creativity. So we're sort of like charging ourselves up to use this mantra to call in that and feel that creativity and the openness of the heart. And then we're going to end with a little meditation for emotional balance as well. Cool. So we're going to do, and we're going to get started. So we're just going to do a couple of little warm-ups. So actually, let's come to all fours straight away. Come onto all fours. And to begin, we're just going to start making a big circle with the body. I love this one. Sort of like coming backwards towards the heels and then coming forward, over to the side and back, and then over to the other side. Sort of like coming with the shoulders above or like past the wrists, to get a little bit of a stretch on the wrist as well. Fingertips pressing into the floor or the mat to give yourself a little bit of stability there. And allow yourself to move here in a circle. And syncing your breath with the movement here. So either breathing in as you come forward, and breathing out as you come back, or the other way around. So you can also breathe out as you come forward and breathe in as you come back. And that's really just what something tends to happen naturally, either one or the other. You don't have to think too much. It's just a way to control the breath a little bit, to be present with the breath and with the body and allowing them to sync up with one another. And then we can change directions. And I really enjoy this movement just because it really allows us to kind of land and become present with the body while it's still sort of just stretching the muscles a little bit in the back, the hands, the wrists. A great way to become present. And then breathe in, come to center. And we're going to do just a brief moment of cat-cow as well. So breathing in, arching the back a little bit, lifting the chest, lifting the head. Breathing out, rounding the back. Gaze comes in towards the navel. And as we round the back, we pull the navel up towards the spine. Shoulders above the wrists. You can move at whatever pace you feel. Maybe you like to start a little bit slowly and then move faster. And yes, get moving. Allowing that energy to flow through the spine, syncing the breath with the movement. This exercise really charges us with energy, allowing lots of oxygen to move into the body. Keeping Sat Nam on the breath, Sat as you breathe in, Nam as you breathe out. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Staying with the movement, staying with the breath. And continue. Staying with the breath, with the experience. Feeling the sensations, continue moving. I'm just another 20 seconds here. And then breathing in, coming to center. Breathing out, send the hips back towards sit bones and hips back towards the heels. And bring the head to the floor. The hands stretching forward, and let the hands, the palms meet. So in prayer pose above your head. Just letting the palms press into one another, arms stretched out in front of you with the palms together. Forehead on the floor. And just take a moment to let your breath settle too. Once again, just observing how you feel, how it feels to be in this position after having done 3 minutes of cat cow. And if you want to, you can bring an intention or a prayer to mind. Just for a moment, letting that seep into your entire being. And then breathing in, raising the gaze, using the hands to walk back towards your knees, and then come to a seated position again in easy pose. And we're going to move straight into breath of fire with lion pause. Um, so we're having our hands. So this is sort of like what the lion pause looks like. So like fingers spread together, like really activating the fingers here. And the movement just looks like this. We're just bringing our arms out to the side. Not really see me, honey. Arms out to the side. And as we breathe out, bring the arms in. So it looks like this. So as we breathe in, our arms come out. As we breathe out, they come up and overhead. And then we're alternating which hand comes in front. So first is right, and then it's left, right, left. And the fingers are activated. You can just keep your eyes closed, looking up at the third eye point. And the breath is just a steady breath in. So because the breath is forceful, it's so the out breath, we press the belly button, the navel point in towards the spine, and that's what's helping us exhale, right? And that's what creates the breath of fire. And we'll get started. So as you breathe in, the arms come out to 90 degrees, parallel to the floor. Breathing out, they move overhead. Fingers are strong. Powerful breath. Eyes are focused at the third eye point, and with the breath continuing, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Continuing keeping the breath and the movement strong. You can go at whatever pace feels nice and good for you, especially if you're on the first days of your cycle. You might want to go slowly. Keeping the tension in the fingers. Keep going. And if you start feeling tired in your arms, just keep staying with the movement, because as you continue to dive into the experience, focusing on the breath, focusing on the sat nam, you can continue with the movement. Keeping the breath strong. Arms are crossing above the head, above the crown of the head. Arms are coming straight out, parallel to the floor as they come out on the inhale. Got 1 more minute here. Fifteen more seconds. And for the last 15 seconds now, reaching the tongue out of your mouth. Breathing through the mouth. And then breathing in, bringing the arms up to 60 degrees, holding the breath, turning the palms so they're facing down towards the floor. Hands are still in lion pose, holding the breath in, focus at the third eye point. And then breathe out. Completely, fully exhale. And then breathe in once more. Keeping the arms where they are. Holding the breath, focusing on the third eye point. Feeling the sensations of the kriya. Holding. And then exhaling. Bringing the arms down. Can directly, straight away, close your eyes, resting the hands on the knees, letting the arms relax, and just shift your awareness to what's happening inside of you. Just noticing any sensations in the body, and just observing for a moment. Noticing how your breath feels. allowing yourself to slow down, stop, relax, relaxing within the mind, keeping the integrity of the easy pose with a straight back. Continue to keeping your focus on the third eye point between the eyebrows, where you have the third eye chakra, third eye that is connected to the pineal gland that we have stimulated through this kriya just now. Maybe you can even notice how this kriya did shift something in your brain state, in your nervous system. Maybe you feel more alert, yet still relaxed. Whatever you're experiencing, allow that to be accepting your own experience in this moment. And you can blink your eyes open. We're going to move straight into this chanting with the mantra. So the mantra is Waah Yantee. The mantra is called. It goes. I'm going to send it in the chat here, and I'm going to post it in the comments. Um, the mantra is Waah Yantee, Karyante, Jagadutu Patee, Aadak ito Waaha, Brahmaday Trayshaa Guru ito Waahay Guroo. And so we'll sing this along with the song, and I'm gonna I'm gonna comment um, for the recording. I'm gonna comment the song as well that you can play while doing this. And we're gonna do this with a movement. So as we go, Waah Yantee, we're gonna bring our arms sort of upwards. Karyante, we're gonna bring them in like this, sort of like as if we're sort of like bringing something in towards our chest, and then just holding on the chest for Karyante, Karyante, Jagadut Pate, Aadak ito Waaha. As we go, Brahmaday Trayshaa Guru, we bring our arms up, looking up. And then as we go, ito Waahay Guroo, we bring them together and just bring them down to the chest. And then we just start again. It just goes out, bringing in, hands on the heart, coming up, looking up, stretching, bringing the hands together, and then bringing them to the chest. And just allow yourself to be in the movement. I was gonna say in the movement, and with the mantra, with the chanting, you can close your eyes when you got the hang of it, because it's very simple movement, and it goes very slowly, and just allow yourself to move with it. So this mantra means I embrace the divine self, the divine source of all creation, the divine source of all glory, the Trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, Meshwara as one. So that's just the forces of the universe. As Waahay Guroo, which is Waahay Guroo is the all-encompassing being that we're all part of, or consciousness, whatever we want to call it. Um, Okay. So I will move with you. Okay. Mm. Mm. Just for a moment, staying here with hands in prayer, integrating the the mantra, and then just for a brief moment, come lying on your back, and we're just gonna take a couple of minutes here to lie down and relax. So just come lying on your back, um, completely flat on your back or with your feet on the floor and knees together, feet wide apart. Um, and simply just relaxing all the muscles in the body, palms facing up towards the ceiling, allowing yourself to stop, to really just release down into the floor, the body heavy. I'm just taking a couple of minutes here to relax and to integrate the work from the kriya and from the mantra and the chanting. And then you can start moving your fingers and toes and take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms up and overhead and taking a full body stretch. And then before you get up, let's do a little cat stretch here. So bringing the right leg into the chest and then grabbing hold with the left hand, bringing it over towards the left. The right arm comes out behind you, looking up towards the ceiling or over the right shoulder. Taking a gentle twist here. And then over to the other side, bringing the right leg down and then bringing the left leg up, grabbing hold with the right hand, bringing the left leg over towards the right, left arm comes out behind you. Left shoulder sort of wanting to come down towards the floor, the right knee wanting to come down towards the floor. Although be very gentle and don't push yourself. It takes a while to get to the point where you can bring both the knee and the shoulder to the floor comfortably. So we don't want to hurt ourselves here. Breathing out, coming back to center, and come up to seated either by rocking back and forth or rolling over to one side, helping yourself up to a seated position. And we actually, for this meditation, we're asked to drink a glass of water before we start because this meditation balances the water in the body. So if you have water handy, take a few sips. Or feel free to go and grab a glass of water if you need to. And we're just gonna bring our hands into the armpits. Hands pressing, palms just pressing flat into the body. Thumbs are sort of coming on the front. We're drawing our shoulders up slightly towards the ears without sort of tensing the neck or anything, but still lifting up the shoulders. Then drawing the chin back and down just a little bit to create the neck lock. And that's just so that our head is sort of like right on top of the spine there. So it's not like too rigid or like drawing too far back or anything like that, but just a sort of a nice lift in the head there, and that's where we find the neck lock. Drawing the shoulders up, closing the eyes, and we're just breathing here. So you can let your eyes focus at the third eye point. Letting your breath move naturally. Focusing Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. So this is meditation for emotional balance. water element in the body is representing the emotional within us. Also stimulates the kidneys. And naturally slows down the breath. And then we can release the hands down, staying with the eyes closed. And then bringing the palms in front of the heart, keeping the eyes closed still, rubbing the palms in front of the heart, and then pressing the palms into one another, bringing them to the chest. The breath in and out. We're going to tune out with long time sun and 3 long satnams, continuing to stay present with where this class brought us mentally, emotionally. And as we tune out, really listening to our own voice as we sing and as we chant Satnam. So the long time sun goes, may the long time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. Your cleansing breath. Breathing out. And breathe in for long time sun. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Satnam. Nam. 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 Satnam, and bring your hands up to the third eye and take a bow. Bowing your head to your heart be a good way of thinking about it. I really enjoy the practice of bowing, but for some it might feel a bit strange. But what we want to do is just bring our head in service to our heart. And bring your hands to cover your eyes and open your eyes into the palms of your hands. Just take a moment to be grateful for the practice, for whatever it has given you today and what it continues to give you. It's really magnificent technology. And of course, these teachings have been brought down from thousands of years. And the ancient yogis really knew what they were doing with the energetic work. But yeah, all right. Thank you for being here. I'm going to stop recording.